preschoolers, it's Mrs. Stecker. Our job today is going to be to work on some numbers, some counting, some coloring, and some reading in this little book today. The name of this book is My Jellybean Book. And if your parent picked up a packet for this week or printed one off, this book is in there. So we're gonna do it together. You can get some supplies ready and you can do it with me, or you can watch the video and then do it with your parent after. But if you want to get some supplies ready, you're going to need something to write with. Crayons, markers, pencils, pens, anything that you use anything you have around your house to color or write with. And something to write your name with. It can be the same thing you color with, or it could be a pencil. And if you have a hard time holding your pencil, you're going to need something tiny, like a coin or a marble or a pom-pom or a cotton ball or a little Lego, something no bigger than this quarter, something this size of this quarter or smaller. So those are the supplies you're going to need, and your book, the little book, printed off, and we're going to work on it together. So I want to tell adults who are listening that I'm going to do the book, and I'm going to tell you that there are, you can do this book several ways, depending on what your students' abilities are right now. For some students, you're going to go through, read the book to them, they are going to color it, and that's it. For other students, you might be able to show them how to write the numbers that go along with the book. For some students, they're going to count, color, write the numbers maybe, and then possibly read some of the words. We are going to do all of those things when I do it together for students who maybe are ready for it and entering kindergarten. If all of the things that we are doing gets to be too much, you can just fast forward to the next page in the book, or you can watch a page or two and just go ahead and do it on your own with your student. So if you got some supplies ready, let's get to work. Let's go to our job. All right, I'm going to pause so I can move the camera. Hold on 1 second. All right, boys and girls, I'm going to move this just a little more here so that you can see, there we go, all of our work that we have to do here. All right, so you can see that I have a pencil and a quarter and some crayons. So that's what I'm going to use to complete this book today. That's my little plan there. I need to move that a little bit out of the way. All right. So you're also going to need to look at this very important finger. This very important finger right here. There it is, your pointer finger. This is the finger we're going to use to point to the words or point when we count. Let's remember that when we're counting, we tap each item one time. One time. That's how we tap when we count. We do the same thing when we read words. We tap each word one time as we read it. Watch. My Jellybean Book. So I tapped each word as I read them. So if your parent is reading this book with you, show them your reading finger, your magic reading finger, and how you are able to point to each letter as you read it. So this says My Jellybean Book, and then under it says read and colored by, and there's a line. On that line, they'd like you to write your name. Now, some of my friends can write their name, and they don't need any help. They don't need to trace. They don't need a model. So if you're a friend who can just write your name, that's great. For some of you, your adult might have to write your name down here for you. So sometimes an adult writes your name down here, and then you look at that and can write it on the line. This is called a model, and that's perfect. That's a great way to write your name. And some kiddos may need you to write their name for them very lightly, and then you just allow them to go back over it and trace what you already wrote. And that is a way for them to learn to write it. Maybe you write it in pencil and you give them a crayon, and then they trace it in crayon or in marker as they are learning how to write their names. It's even better if you practice saying the letters with them as they're writing it. So I have my name on my paper. I want to talk a little bit about holding a pencil. Some of my friends really struggle to hold their pencil. Sometimes they hold it like this. Sometimes they hold it like this, and then it's very hard to control. Sometimes they are holding it way up here. So I'm going to show you a secret trick that I know that I learned a long time ago from my own children's kindergarten teacher. A really good way to hold a pencil so that your student learns how to write with it. So here's your pencil. Here's a coin or something tiny, a marble, a pom-pom, and here's your hand. The first thing we want to do is take whatever little item you have, put it right here, and ask your preschooler to close their fingers and to hold that. And don't let it go, whatever they do. Their job is to hold on to that quarter. Then with the fingers they have left, they can pick up their writing utensil and either a marker, a pen, a pencil, crayon, and now they only have 3 fingers to hold it. So you show them how to pinch it between their 3 fingers, kind of like a triangle. They hold on to it like that. And this also works with a crayon, same thing. You're holding on to it with 3 fingers. So that is a great way to show a preschooler how to hold their pencil. All right, well, let's get to work. Are you ready? Let's take that magic reading finger, and we're going to read the title of our book again, My Jelly Bean Book. Beautiful. All right, well, let's get into it. Let's turn to the first page. I'll show you some fun things we can do. All right, the first thing we're going to do is we're going to look at the jelly bean. Let's count the jelly bean, which means we take our counting finger and we tap it 1 time. How many times do we tap it? You're right, 1 time. 1. There is 1 jelly bean. For some of your friends, you can ask them to pick up their pencil. I'm going to show you again. There we go. And have them make a 1 with you. There's 1 jelly bean. Let's draw a 1 on the page. Straight line down, and then we're done. That's the way to make a 1. We made a 1 on the page. We have 1 jelly bean. We need to read the sentence so we'll know what color to make the jelly bean. And remember, I'm going to use that finger. I'm going to tap each word. I have 1 red jelly bean. Red. So I need to look through my crayons here and see if I can find a red crayon. Here we go. Here's red. And we're going to color this jelly bean. We're going to use kindergarten coloring, which means we don't press very hard. We try to stay in the lines, and we do a quick shading of what we're coloring. It's a quick shade. So we're not pressing very hard. We're just covering up the white. And it only takes a few seconds to color the jelly bean. I colored the jelly bean red. Let's take that same red crayon and underline a couple words in our sentence that we should learn. One word would be red. We need to know how to read red. That's a kindergarten sight word. Red. We also need to know how to read the number word for number 1. 1. And also the word I. That's a kindergarten sight word. So in this sentence are 3 kindergarten sight words, at least beginning kindergarten. Let's read this sentence together, tapping each word. I have 1 red jelly bean. Now some of your friends will now take their finger and read that sentence on their own. Some of them might be ready to just move on. Some friends maybe only colored and you read with them. They weren't ready to write the number or underline words yet. So now we can turn to the next page. Let's count the jelly beans. Ready? 1, 2. There are 2 jelly beans. Let's take a crayon and make number 2. Number 2. Around the track and back. 2, 2. Let's do that again. Around the track and back. 2, 2. To make it more fun, I can pick up another color. Around the track and back. 2, 2. That is very fun. So we practiced making number 2. Now let's read the sentence so we know what color to color our jelly beans. Get your reading finger out. I have 2 blue jelly beans. Let's find blue and color these jelly beans blue, remembering to use kindergarten coloring, which is a quick shading, staying in the lines, no scribbling, and not pressing very hard. Good job. Let's do that other one. I am proud of this coloring. I like to try to do my best coloring when I have to color. I want to be proud of the work my teacher sees. All right, so we have 2 blue jelly beans. Let's get our magic finger and read the sentence again. Tap those words. I have 2 blue jelly beans. Oh, beautiful. Let's take that blue crayon and underline the kindergarten sight words. We need to know the word blue and 2 and I. Let's go ahead and read the sentence one last time, tapping each word. I have 2 blue jelly beans. Beautiful work. I'm so proud of you, friends. Let's go to the next page. All right, let's count those jelly beans. Are you ready? 1, 2, 3. There are 3 jelly beans. Let's read the sentence so we know what color to color them. I have 3 green jelly beans. We need green. We have a couple of greens. I like this green. So I chose my favorite green. And I'm going to go ahead and start coloring those jelly beans using my kindergarten coloring, remembering to stay in the lines but not push really hard. Wow, I have done some pretty amazing work today. I've read, I've counted, I've colored, I've practiced. Oh my goodness. A lot of really hard things I'm doing, but I can do hard things. I know that we can all do some hard things. All right. I'm going to take that same crayon. There are 1, 2, 3 green jelly beans. Let's make number 3. Are you ready? Around the tree, that's the way to make a 3. Let's grab a different color and do that again. Around the tree, that's the way to make a 3. 3 is kind of hard. I'm going to do it one more time. Get to use 3 different colors. Around the tree, that's the way to make a 3. I'm going to find that green crayon and I'm going to underline the words in the book that are kindergarten sight words. Green is a kindergarten sight word. 3, the number word 3 is a kindergarten sight word, and the word I. All right, let's get that magic reading finger out and tap the words as we read them. I have 3 green jelly beans. Oh, I am so proud of you guys. Good work. So there's 3 more pages to the book. Some of my friends might be done. They're tired. They've been working so hard. We've been working for 13 minutes. 13 minutes is a long time for a preschooler. So if your preschooler is done, you can stop now and maybe finish pages 4, 5, and 6 tomorrow or a different day. I'm going to keep the video going and finish the rest of these so that you will still have a video to help you if you still want help with it. But you could stop here and start the video at 13 minutes and 40 seconds tomorrow and then finish numbers 4, 5, and 6. All right, so let's go ahead and count these jelly beans. Take a guess. I wonder how many there are. I know there's more than 1, but I'm not sure how many there are. I better count them. 1, 2, 3, 4. Did you notice how I tap each one time? What happens if I tap them more than once? Let's check. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Are there 8 jelly beans? No, but if I tap them more than once, then I count them more than once and I'll be wrong. So I for sure tap them 1 time. 1, 2, 3, 4. There are 4 jelly beans. Let's make number 4. Are you ready? Down and over and down some more. That's the way to make a 4. Let's do that again. Down and over and down some more. That's the way to make a 4. Let's do one more. Down and over and down some more. That's the way to make a 4. All right, let's read our sentence. I have 4 yellow jelly beans. Oh, yellow. I need to find my yellow and color these jelly beans yellow. Let's color them using our kindergarten coloring. Yellow's hard to see. It's not my favorite color for coloring because you can hardly see it. So we're going to do our quick shading, not pressing very hard. All right, so 4 yellow jelly beans. Let's go back to our sentence and find our kindergarten sight words. Yellow is a color word, 4 is a number word, and I is a sight word. Let's go ahead and get that reading finger out and tap under each word. I have 4 yellow jelly beans. Wow, you guys are doing excellent work today. All right, let's go to the next one. Are you ready to count with me? How many times do we tap? 1 time. Ready? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. There are 5 jelly beans. Let's get a crayon and let's make number 5. Are you ready? Skinny neck, belly fat. Number 5 wears a hat. Oh, let's do that again. That was fun. Skinny neck, belly fat. Number 5 wears a hat. One more time. Skinny neck, belly fat. Number 5 wears a hat. That was so fun to rainbow write numbers. You can also use that rainbow writing technique to write your name. That is really fun to do. All right, let's read the sentence so we know what color to color our 5 jelly beans. I have 5 purple jelly beans. Oh, purple. All right, let's go ahead and color these jelly beans purple. We're going to do that quick kindergarten shading, staying in the lines, making sure that I'm doing work that I am so proud of. If I were grading this work, would I give myself a smiley face for my staying in the lines? That's what I got to think about while I'm doing it. If my friend showed me this work, would I feel like this was their best work? That's the work I want to show, my best work. Oh, this is pretty good. All right, coloring all 5 jelly beans really quickly. If you're doing this in kindergarten, your teacher may be waiting for you to get done so that you can go on to the next page. So you want to be doing this kindergarten shading. All right, we colored our 5 jelly beans purple. Now let's go to our sentence and color our sight words. Are you ready? Purple is a color word. 5 is a number word. I is a sight word. Let's read it. I have 5 purple jelly beans. All right, some of you smarty pants out there, how many jelly beans do you think will be on the next page? Think about it. If you said, oh, we got to count them to find out. You ready? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. If you said 6, you're right. There are 6 jelly beans. Let's read the sentence so we know what color to make them. I have 6 orange jelly beans. Let's find orange. I'm going to use this darker orange. Oh, we forgot to make our number. Let's make number 6. Are you ready? A stick in a loop does the trick. That's the way to make a 6. A stick in a loop does the trick. That's the way to make a 6. All right, let's do that with another color. Stick in a loop does the trick. That's the way to make a 6. One more time. A stick in a loop does the trick. That's the way to make a 6. All right, so that said our jelly beans were orange. Let's go ahead and color these jelly beans orange. And like I said, every page we're just shading them in. We're not pressing hard. We're staying in the lines, doing our best work. I want my teacher to give me a smiley face or a sticker, and for her to know that I was doing my best coloring. Teachers are proud when you're doing your best work. All right, so we know that orange is a color word, 6 is a number word, and I is the sight word we're working on today. I have 6 orange jelly beans. Wow, friends, I hope that you realize what hard work you just did. I hope you pat yourself on the back because, yay, we're done. Now, if we were in kindergarten and I was your kindergarten teacher, I would tell you that you get to draw your own on here. So you get to make something, and then we're going to write the sentence to say how many of something you made. So I'm going to go ahead and do jelly beans because they're fast and easy to draw. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. I made 10 terrible jelly beans, but I made 10. So I made my own. Now I have to write the sentence just like it was in the book. So we'll do that together. I have, and if I want to, I can take my book and I can copy. I have, but now I made 10. So I have to think about how to spell 10. What says T? T, what says E? T, N. What says N? T, N, 10. I have 10, and now I'm going to copy the words jelly beans because I don't know how to spell jelly beans. J, E, L, L, Y. Now I'm going to spell beans. B, E, A, N, S. And there's this dot here at the end, a period. I'm going to put a period at the end of my sentence too. Now we can read our sentence. I didn't put a color word in there. I only put a number word in my sentence. Ready? I have 10 jelly beans. Let's count them. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. I have 10 jelly beans, and I'm going to make the number 10. Does anybody remember how to make that? A 1 and a 0 together make 10. So that is a fun thing to do, making your own book. And if your mom or dad or adult in your house has some paper around your book, then you could just, both just make a whole book of number things. You could draw puppies and say how many puppies you have. You could draw cats and see how many cats you have. So you could make your own whole book of these. All right, friends, I am so very proud of the work you did. Adults who are helping make this, please remember that this video is 22 minutes long, which is a really long time for some of our younger preschoolers. So it's a good idea to break that work in half and do a couple pages one day. Maybe you do 6 pages or 1 page every day for 6 days. It does not have to be completed in one sitting. I am so proud of everybody's hard work. I'm going to pause the video so I can say goodbye. Hold on. I'm back. Good job. I'm so proud of your hard work. I hope you're proud. I know that was not easy work for you, for any of our preschoolers. That's a lot of writing and reading, and a lot of us, that would take a long time. I am proud that if you work on it every day for a little bit, or if you do it all, or if you and your adult just sit together and read that book and you don't write or color in it at all, that's okay too. So I hope you have a fun time reading the Jelly Bean book and that you keep working hard. We have 2 weeks of school left, so keep at it, friends. I'm very proud of you. Mrs. Decker loves you. Bye-bye.